All right, we're back on CSP, and I am here with a special guest today. You've probably heard Brennan before on a couple of previous episodes, but
Mm-hmm.
I recently discovered through Ty actually sent me a link that you've become a pretty big deal on Reddit, and I mean I don't know for sure because I never get on Reddit, but I was reading some of the stuff and I see that there are like Q&As that you post and everybody's
Yeah.
trying to comment and for you to respond and you don't have time to get to everybody. So, I mean, I thought it might be kind of fun to just sit here and talk a little bit about it and maybe go over some questions that you didn't have time to answer.
That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. So, I mean, before we get started, for people that aren't into Reddit like myself, um, tell me like what you have to do to just become kind of a celebrity on Reddit or
So
just
pretty on Reddit.
yeah, man.
I think I should tell what my account name is.
Okay,
If
yeah.
yeah, it's Wild Sketch appeared.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me. That's my voice.
And what do you recall like what you did in order to get to this level that you're at now on Reddit?
Not really. I just take like 4 hours usually every day, every 2 days, and just find what's trending, and then see if it's interesting enough for me to find some like minutes to sketch out something,
Yeah,
anything I want on it.
and then you put your spin on it, and then you usually come
Yeah,
up with a
spend it.
pretty badass sketch because you are
Yeah,
a really talented artist.
yeah. I guess I am.
So yeah, man. Okay, well, cool. Well, there are a couple people that like ask questions about Reddit Gold. Explain to me what like Reddit Gold is, or Karma, or all that shit.
Karma. Okay. Well, karma is basically like the point system they use, and some people don't. A lot of people kind of like it because they use it as both bragging rights, and some people just don't really care for it. They don't really mind it. And so,
So Karma could be like somebody like using bragging rights that has
yeah,
like 100,000 followers on
I'm like
Twitter.
pretty much. It's kind of like look how many how many comments I make in one post and spend there like literally 20 hours a day every day on like basically like like discussion threads where basically it's not uncommon for random like never common for it to go under 1,000 karma because people redders are just like yeah just like looking at it and seeing what kind of answers there are and how much they like it.
And what do you do with Reddit Gold?
You don't really do anything. It's kind of like a VIP ticket in a way, and it's just like stuff like other redditors. It's basically money that the Reddit company makes in order to like turn some kind of profit, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So really, it's just like okay, yeah, you just buy it for like basically four bucks or something, $5 for,
Oh, okay, I see. So it's something that
and
you
it's
can
like for
buy.
1 month. And if there's like a comment that stands out, they could just like, oh, I'll give him this guy gold for this comment here.
So, but you can buy your own in order to reach a certain upper echelon. But if you're really good about it, people will give you gold.
Well, I don't really. It's not really that like there's not really any too strong benefit, but there's like just like a VIP lounge sort of, but
Okay,
nothing really goes in there.
okay, I see. Well, if
But
you go ahead.
it's yeah, I'm like it depends. It's like it can range from like you can like a month to year, and supposedly I got like literally like eight. I got 8 years so far of this stuff.
Oh wow, and that's so like you were saying
Eight.
that gets you into a VIP lounge.
Yeah, obviously that makes me like get to see VIP. Yeah, see the VIP lounge and the um yeah, basically kind of like other Reddit perks, but I can't really see it because there's like an extra skin or coding for the entire site called the Reddit Enhancement Suite,
Mm-hmm.
which basically just makes it much better than like the basic version, which is anyone who doesn't really sign up on a new computer on a new.
I can't imagine anything going on in the lounge that would be super awesome. Anyways,
I haven't really visited it either, to be
yeah.
honest. But it's just like it's there. It's just like Reddit Gold Lounge and joyous.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to get into some of these questions that you didn't have time to answer.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I just compiled a couple that I thought were kind of interesting here.
This was from my Ask Me Anything, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
these were towards the bottom, some of the ones that you didn't get to.
Oh yeah, I just get lazy. Deal
So,
with my other normal life.
does anyone in your family know kind of like what you do on Reddit, or that people know you on Reddit, or anything like that?
I don't even know about what my immediate family is like with, or whether, or my, I would say my sisters, since I only have sisters. I imagine my younger sister would be, but I wouldn't say really my two older ones, and doubt my parents would either.
Yeah.
They're kind of like internet illiterate.
Even whenever you made it on, what was it? Was it
It's
CNN
Oh,
with your
CNN.
sketch?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I can talk about that. That guy, that dude. Basically, well, yeah, he made a submission, and basically, it was just like a chainmail guinea pig, and I just kind of made him into a kind of like a little furry knight, I guess, where he's just like actually kind of humanoid, but with like a broadsword, just kind of like a stereotypical artistry like illustration of a knight, but with instead of a human, he's like a guinea pig face.
And that made the rounds on CNN.
Yeah, I made the rounds on CNN like on prime time room. Yeah, basically kind of when everyone's get off from work,
Yeah.
and that happened.
That was
And
pretty awesome. I
it,
remember seeing
yeah,
that.
and the guy who posted that, well, basically he wanted he put that story out through CNN, and first he put it on Reddit, and then he got enough traction to get it on CNN because this eBay bid was ranging into like literally like $10,000.
I heard that the actual chainmail sold for like over 20 grand.
Yeah, yeah, it was like 10 or 20K
And
when I was there.
you put your actual sketch up on eBay, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, it's just stoling around here.
You ought to put that up, dude, and see if anybody wants to buy it. I'm sure people would like to.
Yeah, I guess they would. Yeah, maybe that other guy who just sold it for like 1,000K can
Yeah,
probably buy it later.
exactly. Somebody else asked, how long does it usually take you to do a sketch?
Depending on how complex it is, simple sketches that are just like really one person or one animal just doing something can be like 10 minutes. But or if it's just a face, it can be less than 5.
Yeah.
But
What ab-
if it's like I don't know, like a landscape or a lot more intricate design or something that looks mechanical, not organic. Like if it's mechanical stuff that requires a lot of hard edges, it can go up to an hour.
what about like your self-portrait?
Self portrait, yeah, I actually took a lot of time on that. It was only about an hour though. So then that self portrait was just like me making sure it's like, okay, is everything okay there?
Yeah.
Since it's just like sloppy, but that's the point of being the sketches. It's like just so that I don't really like I'm not sloppy at all.
Hmm.
It's just like that's kind of what's the point of it, and just the time I put into it. But yeah, if you give me about like 3 hours, I can crap out a very excellent masterpiece. I guess you could say. Yeah.
Let's see. Diggity84 asks, are there any sketches that you regret? Like,
Not really. I mean, like I pushed the envelope on all of them.
yeah. Was there
Yeah,
any that like maybe you posted up that you thought wasn't really that good, but you still put it up anyways, or just anything like that?
if it's good, well, if it's not good, I basically look at it before, yeah, I scan it in and just get final impressions, and then do something different with it, fix up fix up certain things or and all that.
But for the most part, no, not really anything you
No, not
regret.
really. Everything's fair game.
Okay. Evie Assassin asks, does it bother you when people ask for requests or when people summon you with your username? I feel like it could be hard to be
That's
famous
right.
and so well
Oh,
loved.
that's right. One of the features of gold, of Reddit Gold, is this is kind of like the love hate relationship with it, is that your inbox every time your username is mentioned, it goes through your inbox. If you don't have gold, it means and you get your username mentioned, you're not going to see it. But if you do, oh yeah, you'll see it. And basically,
So it
it's
just
a lot.
floods your inbox?
It kind of floods my inbox a lot. I'm not kidding. And
Wow.
it's like Reddit hasn't really gone around to fix their inbox. because it's like capped at 25 messages, so it can't really see all of it,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. So I just found it's kind of a weird thing.
But does it
But
bother you when people ask you for requests, or do you
not
just
really.
kind
I just kind of like it depends how like recent it is. Because if it's like going to be kind of recent, or it just depends if is there going to be more than one or two people that are going to see it and like on Reddit. And I'm not like talking about just a personal request. I'm just like if I'm going to spend the spend what time I want to put on something that like a post that's day old and someone like 15 minutes ago just put my name up there.
Team Magna Grunt asks, "What's your favorite celebrity to draw? Do you have a favorite celebrity to draw?"
Oh, that's right. I would have to say my favorite celebrity to draw would be Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah,
Oh,
Jennifer.
from is
Yeah,
that the one from Winter's Bone
yeah.
or Hunger Games?
Hunger Games and yeah.
Okay.
I just cause whatever it's like. I sometimes what I like to do because it's just kind of the way I process it is like, what do they look like nude?
Okay.
And yeah, I kind of like sometimes have fun with it just to see it. Not like kind of thing that's sexual, but just like kind of like the way the body looks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I spent like 3 years as an art major, and basically if you see enough like actually naked models, it just kind of like you get kind of really desensitized.
So when you were growing up, did you ever draw pictures of naked women just to look at naked women?
No, not really.
Really? Man, if I was really good at drawing, I probably would have done that all the time growing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's a really cool talent. So Jennifer Lawrence, okay. Um, Let me see. Somebody asked, do you take your artistic ability past Reddit, ever paint or do anything other than just sketchings?
Oh yeah, if it's yeah, I try, but it's not like something. If it's through the country, it's basically just through the immediate area and all around St. Louis.
Well, yeah, I answered or I picked that question for a reason because you've done a couple paintings for me now that I love.
I've done also two other paintings for two different people so far too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I can definitely vouch for that. He has amazing painting skills, and I pretty much it wasn't even
because we know each other for a while now. Yeah,
yeah, and it wasn't even just that I just gave
said
you
that.
I didn't even just give you a canvas and say here go crazy. I actually had something I wanted you to paint, which I think is more difficult whenever you're trying to mimic another painting.
Actually, it's the complete other way around for
Is it
me.
really?
Yeah, it's like I can imitate. It's like imitate's like so freaking easy. But if you try to like create something out of your imagination, it's kind of a bit of a challenge because you're dealing like where is everything? How does this look positioned well? And just like how does this angle look realistic? Or where's the light source coming from? And like it has to correspond with the shading, and it's just going to look kind of like wrong or cartoony if it's not. So it's like it's always going to be. I'm going to always have to use some kind of like source of like a certain like pose or model or something just to get the general idea of what the angle is. I can like figure out the angle pretty easily by myself
Hmm.
through like little geometric twerks I give myself.
Well, even down to the little minute features of the paintings that you've done. For
Yeah.
me, just like the way the moonlight bounces off of somebody's
Well,
hair,
it's like
or
if I do, yeah, I do kind of do original. I just use it because I kind of like use the sky from that painting. I kind of went original that because if it's like a sky, you can pretty much go crazy. And what do you want to do? It's just like what does a sky even look like and like that,
right.
and then by the shade of the moonlight.
Yeah, I'll have to post those pictures or something,
Yeah,
the paintings, so that the listeners
yeah,
can check them
the
out.
one,
But
yeah, the guitarist one and the guy and the astronaut helmet.
yeah, they were both night gallery paintings, and the one is actually of Rod Serling holding a guitar, and you nailed the facial features and everything perfect, man. Like,
That's good. Yeah,
that was
it was
awesome.
kind of weird, but it's like if it's dark, it's kind of makes it easier. If it was lighter,
Hmm.
light's okay, but dark makes it very comfortable because it's just morphing it to
And,
whatever shape you want.
and that's another thing that I love so much about that painting is if you're looking at it from far away, it does just look like a shadowy figure. But whenever you get
Yeah,
up close, you can see
see the
that you
tape.
can see all the features that
You
you
see all
actually.
the nose,
Yeah, it's all
the
there.
eyes, the mouth,
Right.
and it's like that's what I'm saying. Because when it comes to painting, yeah, it's a lot easier to draw something from the dark than to gradually light something. Because if you kind of mess anything that's supposed to be like bright light, it's not gonna. There's no turning back.
Mm-hmm. Next question. Crafty Carl 401 asks, "What's your favorite Pokemon?"
Oh yeah, I guess I do kind of have a soft spot for. I do have a really huge soft spot for Pokemon because, well, yeah, it's been kind of like I'm a '90s kid.
Sure. And I was not a Pokemon kid, but
You
even
were a
just
Digimon fan.
I didn't play any of the card games,
Yeah,
man, to be honest with you, but
the
now
the
that I'm
games.
now that I'm older, just in general, the names of the Pokemon characters, which I know nothing about, but
Yeah, it's kind of
they do make you feel good because it reminds you of being a kid.
yeah, and they kind of grow up on you. It's like I guess the creators just realized that people are growing up that kind of like grew up on her, and they're kind of like it's like there's actually a new game coming up on the 3DS called Pokemon X and Y, and it's on like full 3D, and they're like gradually showing some of the new the new Pokemon designs,
Hmm?
and I gotta say they're pretty dang good. It's like I'm just saying because I really feel kind of I really don't like the last. It's like this is like this is the fifth generation here. And like four generations before it. Last generation it was like okay, it's basically the first three generations where I consider it kind of like Pokemon at its prime in
Mm-hmm.
terms of design, because it just kind of has that unit that similar feel to them.
So you were
It,
totally a Pokemon kid growing up then.
I kind of yeah, I kind of like had all the freaking video games and all that collected because they're basically crack for me as a kid.
You gotta catch them all, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And it's awesome because they're gonna put like a total bank, like on a cloud server,
uh-huh.
and where you just pay for like of pennies a year just to place it all. So now you can collect it because there's now going to be like what 800 so far.
So I would guess if I just had to look at your sketches and guess your favorite Pokemon, would it be Pikachu?
No, I hate Pikachu.
Pikachu's the only one I
It's
know.
yeah, Raichu's better, which is
Raichu.
because because no one ever fucking talks about
I
him.
hold on, wait.
My favorite would be
Charmeleon.
Charmeleon.
I only know just a couple.
Yeah, I know. It's Charmeleon,
Charizard.
Charmander, Charizard. Well, let's see. I haven't really draw it, but my favorite Pokemon, I just say it because like usefulness and design. Is Blaziken. Yeah,
I have no idea
you
what
know
that is.
Blaziken. I know it's like a fire starter from like it's basically like a Charizard and like three generations over, but instead of it being a dragon, it's just like a giant bipedal chicken that can kill everything in sight.
Well,
Literally.
I gotta take your word for it on that, but that does sound pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's just basically like a bipedal chicken with like arm with claws, stands up straight and it's breathes fire.
Next question, ATYP3, whatever that means, asks, "What's something that Reddit couldn't guess about you from your drawings?"
That I'm kind of pretty normal outside of this. That I'm not like crazy.
You
Yeah.
think people would think that you were like mentally insane?
Yeah,
If they just based it on your drawings?
Oh yeah, I can probably tell because I probably have a. They're all collected in that drawer over there, and if I show it to you, you could probably guess this can't possibly come from you whatsoever.
Oh, that little sketch pad right there?
Well, yeah, there's a sketch. Well, that's actually my professional sketch pad. All my other, they're like inside that drawer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just right now. I kind of like already crapped out two sketchbooks, so I'm just being kind of like really neat, and I'm using 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper.
We need to snap a pic of one of those and then use it for the artwork for this episode. Would that be cool?
Yeah, I guess we can try my self portrait then. I think that'd be the best.
Okay. R. Panko asks, "What's your favorite cereal?"
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of eclectic and kind of old fashioned.
Dude, I love Frosted Flakes.
They are good though. Do you have any Frosted Flakes in this apartment right now?
No, not right now.
Do you have any cereal?
But I can get it. No, not no. I kind of like already wasted all my cereal.
Yeah. I've been going through kind of a Cocoa Krispies thing right now. For me, there are just so many different flavors of cereal that I don't even want to waste my time on something
It
plain
helps.
like
It
Frosted Flakes.
really helps that I'm within walking distance to a grocery store too.
Yeah, that's always helpful.
So I just really, go there every day to get food and come back.
So there we go. There's that one. The next, well, I wouldn't have pegged you as a Frosted Flakes man. I just gotta say that.
Okay, I kind of like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Those are good
Yeah.
too. Another eclectic brand, but still, I can still get down with that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what inspired you to start your AWildSketchAppeared account? Have you ever wanted to stop it?
It's like novelty account, like artistic novelty accounts were just kind of at the craze at the moment there when I started seeing it, were like watercolors and etch-a-sketches and like oil paintings and basically like children book illustrations to the point. And I just felt like, huh. And basically, I had a bunch of notebooks given to me from like friends at work and from birthday presents, and I just
Wanted to
get,
try your hand at it.
I just get my hand at it, and I'm doing like, how am I supposed to? When am I even going to freaking draw on this thing? And who's even going to see it? It was like
Took off.
yeah, it's like, oh, let's see what Reddit would think, and just put it all on there.
And then the
And
next,
it's kind of like the comments were like at first, yeah, kind of weird because it's kind of like I'm still like toying around with with my scanner settings,
Mhm.
trying to get the best, most natural look, and it's kind of like weird. And I was using basically kind of like really rough sketches, like super rough sketches, that just like basically like contour drawings that are basically kind of like supposed to look like shit. But I kind of gradually moved from that, and yeah, it's kind of when people started like, okay, this guy's cool, I guess. I don't know.
and then the other end of that question is, have you ever wanted to delete the account?
How would I want to? That would make no sense. That basically deleting that count would be like me deleting hours upon hours throughout the last year of
Okay, well,
progress.
let me rephrase that then. Maybe not so much deleting it, but do you ever feel like because you do have so many people that enjoy your posts that you kind of feel like you have to keep putting up good
Oh yeah.
posts? And do you ever want to just
It's like
stop doing it?
No, not really. It's like a lot of people actually kind of care, which is kind of awesome. Because it's not like just like seeing like how like popular are, but seeing of what they really kind of like think about you.
Well, yeah, I saw a comment where
It's
somebody said something about just seeing one of your sketches pop up in a random thread is what makes their entire Reddit experience.
That's pretty kind of awesome, I
Yeah,
guess.
I would
in a
agree.
way.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
pretty awesome. That's kind of a really awesome. Yeah.
So
It's a really awesome compliment, I guess.
okay, Bombing of Dresden asks, is there anything you wouldn't sketch?
I guess goatsy, or well, no, not really. I shouldn't say that because I do kind of like draw derivatives off it. If it's just gonna be like I don't know, giant penises and maybe just that it, and of course it was like if it's anything other than comedic value.
So you're against drawing giant penises.
Yeah, I'm kind of against drawing giant penises.
What about small penises?
It's okay. Yeah,
I think drawing
small.
I think seeing a drawing of a small penis is pretty
It's
hilarious.
gonna be like kind of like really micro small. Like it's just gonna be like borderline cartoony.
I think the age of drawing the giant penis, that's not really funny anymore. But now I think
I'll draw stuff that are like phallic shape, but not really so much as obviously dick, because it's just gonna like, huh? Okay, what if my nephew or or my sisters, or if I'm not around, or if I like die and people
that's what they remember you for. Oh, he's the
it's
dick
like
guy.
okay, yeah, they would just like say okay. It's one thing to draw a woman, but what about penises?
That's
Of course, I'm not sure. I come from a pretty liberal family, so.
that's a good point.
But it was just feel like, okay, was my son gay? No, I'm not. I'm not gay.
Do you make any money from your sketches besides the 10,000 years of Reddit gold you've been gifted?
No, not really, because I don't really have like a PayPal account or a website really to post it all on, which I've been kind of really thinking about doing. But I
Yeah.
was thinking like what kind of demand and like how many people would I get in traffic for a month. And I suppose it's actually doable, but I think if people would go for it, they're gonna have to kind of wait depending on how many people will go there.
And
And
I'm sure people
I
wouldn't mind
I,
waiting.
I really, as much as I know about like computers and how to make it, I know next to nothing about web design or even starting a business online. Because I can I can operate a freaking Google checkout or PayPal
Hmm.
easily until PayPal like screws me over with money.
Hmm.
So for now, if people are like wanting the sketches, basically like me mailing them to mailing my sketches, mailing a personal sketch to their address. Basically, the best thing I can do is just like if they want, give me like a small compensation of their choosing because I
Right.
don't really
And I will,
looking for profit at all these really.
from being a personal friend of yours and just seeing what you can do, and then also paying you to paint me some things as well. I do think that people would pay for sketches or paintings from you, and I definitely do think that you could set something up where through PayPal, and I don't really think that they would.
Google checkout, no PayPal.
I don't even think that they would care about waiting either. I think that
Yeah, just like, oh my god, he's gonna draw a friggin' sketch on
yeah,
me.
dude. So you should think about that. I definitely think that there are people that really would want that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I hear them.
Okay, why don't you invest in a Wacom tablet? It would definitely increase your drawing time slash upload time.
A Wacom tablet sounds, yeah, it sounds like a drawing tablet you put like
Mm-hmm.
through Photoshop, or it's basically just a stylus.
Do you think you could draw as well with one of those?
No, I'm kind of weird with styluses because I like because I'd rather draw with a mouse than a stylus to me because I'm just hardwired. My brain's just hardwired to figure out the mouse. But when I use a stylus, I have to like concentrate really hard on the screen, which I can't because I'm looking at the screen and I'm drawing at the same time. But I'm like predisposed to look and draw right at the paper, and of course it's like I'm just drawing, like pretending I'm drawing something
Mm-hmm.
invisible, but I have to keep looking up, and it just throws me off. It's like like I'm trying to like roller skate while juggling at the same time.
And plus, you could just tell people that you're a true artist and you
Yeah,
only do it the old-fashioned
it's
way.
like basically that's kind of the gist of it. Because tablets just make me feel uncomfortable in general,
Yeah.
and I tried to use them and like through like college and all that. And it just feels like it just really hinders about what I've done all these years I lived, really, because I just like look down straight down the paper and draw away. So if I like upload anything through the computer, I have to like draw a hard copy on a piece of paper, then scan it, and then toy around with Photoshop.
The next random person asks, "What is your ideal Sunday?"
My ideal Sunday is probably work right so far. That's basically all I can do, and so far, finishing up Breaking Bad.
Oh yes,
2 more episodes.
I know, man.
Saw the last one.
I
Oh,
did.
what Ozymandias?
Yep.
The best episode ever so far.
Um,
Basically, it's like 5 years worth. Yeah, 5 years, 6. I don't know
it's all coming together now.
when it came out. It came out like 2008, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, about 5 years.
and it's all coming together.
Yeah,
Two
it's
episodes
like
left.
finally, it's like it went the way as everyone expected, and still leaves everyone crazy.
Well, I was pretty. I mean, I wasn't shocked by what happened. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to
No
give any spoilers.
spoilers, dude.
But I was shocked. I wasn't shocked, but I was surprised the way it happened.
Yeah,
To
it's
be
kind of
honest
like the
with
way how this because it not only like figures it out, it figures out like the point of the flashbacks right there,
Mm-hmm.
the flash forwards I meant, up there because it feels like why does he have this M60 machine gun?
Well,
It
even
was it 6 months 6 months in the future.
well, Ty hasn't even gotten that far yet.
No, he hasn't.
No, I was talking to Ty the other day, and that was on the last episode.
How far does he get?
He hasn't even gotten. I think he maybe finished. I don't even know if he finished the fourth season
I
yet.
thought he finished. I thought he already finished. Well, at least the fourth season.
Uh-uh.
The fifth season just started with the flashbacks.
Well, the fifth season started. Yeah, the
The fast
season
forward was
5A.
Sundance, yeah, 5A.
Yeah, I don't know if he finished the fourth or not, but
I swear I thought you did.
I tried talking to him about it the other night, and so yeah,
Okay,
man. So we
well,
got to get him. We got to get him caught up
well,
on
it's not
that.
like it's going to spoil really anything,
Right.
because it still leaves you a lot of questions.
In fact, I kind of wish that maybe they didn't even show that because at this point,
Yeah,
and,
it'd be kind of like
and
awesome if okay, is Walt going to die?
exactly that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. At this point, we know he's not going to die. But if we were
or
watching it
caught.
without that flash forward, we wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah.
So that was just my opinion. Okay, Dutch GX asks, "You brought us all countless laughs here on Reddit. At least for today, what can we do for you?"
What can I do for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Give me a puppy.
Every
Give me a
you want
dog.
all these people to give you a puppy?
No, okay, a puppy and a horde of cats. Since this is Reddit, I'm talking about.
Okay.
So and they have to be Maine Coons because I love Maine Coons. I hate all other cats. Maine Coons are like the tamest, and they have to be male, no female, because females are bitches, literally. Like they're like constantly PMSing. Male
Well,
cats are awesome.
well, speaking of pets, if any of your Reddit followers are listening right now, I can see your bird up there perched on its cage,
That
and then
is yeah.
also your
And a
famous,
hedgehog.
also your
My
famous
famous
hedgehog,
hedgehog.
Nutmeg. Is it?
Nutmeg, yeah. She just lays around all day because she's a nocturnal animal.
Yeah. She
And
is.
she's not very bright, which is typical of hedgehogs, so can't really do much other than make her run around, and I can't exactly potty train her.
She is.
I just take her outside since it's nice and warm.
She is within a stone throw away from where we're seated. Of course, I wouldn't throw a stone at your guinea pig because I
It's
don't
not a
want to
guinea
hurt
pig.
it. Oh,
Wait, they're not even rodents. They're basically closely related to like armadillos and sloths.
I guess I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nutmeg. It's a hedgehog.
yeah. I got my pet Bert too. By the way, I haven't really showed anyone. I just got him. Yeah, I just got him. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks ago. He's a little Quaker parrot, green. His name is Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Fine looking bird it is.
Yeah, exactly. He's smart. Already figured out how to open his freaking cage. And I didn't even know it was possible because I haven't really made any motions to open up his cage, but he just like got it.
Okay, next question. Aside from yourself, what is your favorite novelty account currently on Reddit?
I guess it's like someone I don't know his name exactly. I think his name is like Let Me Animate It that for you or something along those lines where this guy would just fucking take like 4 hours worth of effort to create a GIF through through some kind of through like an animate for like an animate software. I don't know if it's like Animate Pro or it's just something he made from Photoshop, but it made the frames.
But do people throw him things and he animates it?
Yeah, and yeah, it's
Wow.
kind of weird how much time he has to do that
No
for
shit.
like no effort.
Okay, this person, Captain Mage, says, "Hi, AWildSketchAppeared. You are amazing, and I have one question. What is your inspiration? Do you have any certain type of inspiration that makes you want to draw? Is there,
Um,
or is it just whatever the case is that time? It's your
one of the
inspiration?
cases, it's just like what the general techniques that every artist uses to create like rough draft sketches or sketches of something or fine tuning pencil lead, black and white, yeah, photo like realistic photos.
Hmm.
But it's just really that. And if I had an inspiration, I guess it could be the gentleman who made the scary stories that make in the night, the scary stories to tell at the night.
Oh, that old book.
Yeah, basically that '90s book that three covered,
Yeah, man.
which is kind of full of creepy. And I love making creepy sketches.
Is that the one with Let me think if I can remember one of the stories. Did you ever think when the
dead girl-
Herschels
the dead-
die that someday you'd be the one that's going to die?
Oh, I saw the one with the dead girl, the dead corpse girl. It's just kind of like the face of the entire series.
Man.
I also know like a story that stuck out for me since I was I don't know like 10 years old. I was like, I don't know, in fourth grade. And basically, it goes, well, yeah, we got a hitchhiker who was like in the woods. Some lady was driving, and basically, just dead night and deep in the dark woods. And just all of a sudden, this hitchhiker just appears with his, the thumb motion, just like sticking his thumb up, just he wants to like hitch a ride, and she just ignores him because he was creepy. And since there's an illustration of what he looks like, yeah, of course, anyone would in the right mind would not pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she suddenly gets lost, and so the guy drives back again. She drives back again, and the guy appears, and the guy is the same thing, and she's like, what? What is this? And it's like deja vu and all that. And so the next time, and it happens again the next time, and only instead, the guy is now, instead of thumbing up for a signal to get a ride, he's now holding a knife, and all of a sudden, her car breaks down right in front of him and kills her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was like, that kind of creepiness kind of went through me. I still remember the parts from it.
Yeah, I remember that just blasted me back into grade school, but that's really interesting that kind of stuck with you, and that's what inspired you maybe to even want to draw.
It didn't really inspire me what to draw, it just inspired me what a pretty creepy-ass story would be.
Yeah.
Drawing aside, but yeah, the drawings didn't really help at all.
Fog of War asks, what will you do when you break 1 million karma?
I don't know. Probably retire or actually get my fucking website going.
So you need to do that, yeah.
Yeah, I already have a good friend who can do that. I just haven't really badgered myself to get him to come here or me come to this place to set it up.
So that's what you're planning on doing?
I don't know if it's like how easy. I guess if it was like maybe a Tumblr, if I can like even put. I haven't even checked out. I don't even know much about Tumblr other than the blog site. But can you even put like host a PayPal account or a Google Checkout account on there?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But we'll look into that, and then also we have from MCO Gamer 1. Do you erase your mistakes or do you just go with them?
It's basically 50-50. If it's like obviously like something to do with a face, then yeah, because like uncanny valley and all that, where you kind of have to be precise with a face, no matter what. So yeah, it's like pretty much anywhere else in the body, I guess, is less. It's like if it's by the outlines, then there's no point, and that's kind of the point. It's the sketch. It's not supposed to be some kind of like grand masterpiece or a photorealistic drawing or anything. So basically, it's just like show like kind of like the work in progress along with it, and yeah. So basically, I only erase any mistakes if it's going to be really distracting to the picture, and I'll just let them. And if I make they're not even mistakes. It's like oh yeah, Bob Ross always says, and like he's just like you don't make mistakes.
You gonna drop a Bob Ross quote on me?
Yeah, Bob Ross. Yeah, you don't make. There's no such thing as mistakes in this. Just the happy accidents.
There you go. All right, man. Well, those are all the questions that I handpicked. There were hundreds more, but I just these ones kind of caught my eye. I thought they were interesting, and I will say that I didn't even realize how big of a deal that you were on Reddit until I saw a link to one of the posts that said that there were like 500 people that were commenting that they found out that you were from St. Louis.
Oh yeah, I guess I should kind of like throw a shout out or something. I don't know. Nice. Although I felt like I was kind of gone a little while, and I just sort of forgot about like the strides. But Ty was there, so I just kind of like. Well, because he's in Germany, and I was probably still asleep due to time differences. And I guess he was just there around that time. Yeah,
he sent me that link too, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, but yeah, I've known Ty about the same length I've known you. So yeah,
but yeah, man, it's awesome what you're doing. I think that we should do this again sometime. Like we'll compile other questions, and then we will we'll go through like periodically, just kind of check back in with you, and then go through more questions.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of awesome.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I think we've gone about 40 minutes here. I think that if we wrap it up, do you have anything that you want to leave your followers with from Reddit?
I'm still alive. That's all I can say.
So,
It's like I'm not bored from this. It's fun. It's nice.
so you're going to continue popping up in threads?
In the time being, yes. Unless, if yeah, in the time being, if I have, yeah, since if I still have enough free time, I don't know if I'm gonna be still doing this if I have to go back to school.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
but for the time being, you're around. So,
Oh yeah, it's pretty much the time I'd be still in St. Louis too.
yeah. Well, I hope you stick around for a while, man. But for the time we have you, we will do a couple more of these where we do a Q&A with you.
Oh yeah.
All right. But for today, we're gonna tie this one off, and this has been my interview with a wild sketch
I'm
appeared.
getting really hungry.